I'm ranking Disney movies. Doobie doobie doo. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Minimarie and today I'm ranking 2 Walt Disney Animated Studio films. I am a titty bit behind and I gotta catch up, so today I am ranking Walt Disney's Encanto and Meet the Robinsons. And these two couldn't end up further apart from each other on my ranking chart. No, like seriously, Encanto is knocking Tarzan out of first place and Meet the Robinsons is at the bottom of the list. Now, if you've been around and all you stuck around for was the ranking, you can dip out. But if you want to learn more about the animations, we're going to jump into the brief overview of both movies, starting with Meet the Robinsons, which will contain spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Meet the Robinsons is about a 12-year-old orphaned boy named Louis who likes to invent things, and he's really good at it, so much so that he actually created a vehicle that allows people to travel through time. Of course, adult Louis invented this time-traveling flying car, but we only learn this after his future son steals one of these vehicles to travel back in time and warn him about a bad guy who is trying to steal child Louis's science fair project and attempts to change the outcome of the future. Later we learn that the bad guy is actually Louis's orphaned childhood roommate who was never adopted and grew to resent Louis, blaming him for this. In the end, everything works out well, an evil hat gets destroyed, and the future Louis invites future roommate to join his family. Moving on, we got a pretty loaded movie. And I mean, Encanto is loaded with family trauma, and if you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. Even if you don't relate to our main character Maribel, I bet you will relate to one of them, and if you don't, I bet you can think of someone who might. Now, every family and individual has their own stuff going on, and in this movie is a beautiful story of how one girl managed to become closer to everyone in her family and help all of them come closer together by allowing them to take stands for themselves, air out their thoughts and feelings, and be themselves around the whole family without judgment. And a lot of this happened toward the end of the movie, and the biggest part happened when she decided to confront the root of their family's problems, who happened to be the head of the household and her abuela. Things got really messy between them to the point where their house literally fell apart. But in the end, after seeing everything her grandmother went through and sacrificed for their family and community, our main character, Maribel, had a good chat with her grandmother, and together with the family and the community, they rebuilt their home. Now, I won't spoil much else other than there's this banger song. Well, there's a few of them in this movie, actually, but there's one in particular my husband has parodied into a theme song for me. Anyway, with all of that being said, I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you check out one of these movies. Highly, highly recommend Encanto if you haven't already seen it, but I feel like a lot of my audience probably already has, and if you have only watched it once, I highly encourage actually watching it a second or even third time. I've probably seen this movie like 5 or 6 times. I just really, really like it. But this time around, I was watching the karaoke version, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in like the regular Encanto video, but my eyes are really focused on all of the textures and colors in this movie. They just seemed like a much higher quality to me this time around, and I think maybe before it was because I was really focusing on the story, but because I know the story so well now, I was really able to pick up on sounds and textures in the movie that I didn't previously notice. Like, I never really noticed that Maribel's butterfly on her shirt is actually like threaded and moves, and it's just an absolutely beautiful movie. Even if you don't want to watch it for the story, I don't know what else to say. Like, it's just such a good movie. I'm gonna leave you guys out with my husband's parody, TTFN. I hope you guys can join me again next week, hopefully for Moana 2. Thank you and have a good day.
A 5-foot frame with cats along her back. When she calls your name, the pup does attack. Yeah, she has big dreams. You want her on your team, hey. We don't talk about Marie. No, no, no. We don't talk about Marie.